Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about discipline. You want to know how to build discipline? You want to know the secret of most successful people that have mastered the art of self-control, that are taking action on a consistent basis to achieve their goals? Then you need to watch this video and make sure you stay till the end because I have a bonus for you. In this video, I will show you how to build discipline in 3 steps. You'll learn how to find motivation through drive, grit, and goals. You'll learn how to resist temptations and take actions through the power of habits, and how you can rely on yourself and on others to get things done. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear plan on how to build discipline and how your life can completely be transformed with discipline. But first, let me kickstart with a personal story. When I was 24, I was in business school and I did 1 year of international exchange in England, in UK. And I met a friend who introduced me to chess. So we went playing in this coffee shop next to the university. We played once, twice, 3 times, and multiple times. And it became more and more competitive. So I couldn't beat my friend and I was getting very frustrated. So I started playing online, learning, studying, but still I couldn't meet my friend. So I was very frustrated at that time. And then after weeks of work, I could finally beat my friend. I was so happy and so proud, and all this work I put in finally paid off. And that's where I discovered the power of discipline. So what is discipline? Discipline is the commitment to aligning action and goals, staying focused in face of challenges, and consistently following through the necessary steps to achieve personal success and professional success. And to have an unshakable discipline, you need 3 things. You need motivation. Why are you doing what you're doing? You need action. How are you executing on your vision? And you need accountability. Who can you rely on to get things done? So let's start with the motivation, define your why part. That's the strategic part. We often think as motivation as persistence and grit, but in reality, that's not the case. Motivation includes 3 main components, which are drive, grit, and goals. Let me begin with drive. So drive is these powerful emotions we have when we want to do something. There is curiosity, there is passion, and finally there is purpose. So you'll learn how to transform curiosity into passion and into purpose. And to build curiosity, you need to try out different things. What I like to do is regularly writing down what are my curiosities. The second step now is to find your passion. And to do that, you're going to gather multiple curiosities and find the intersection. For example, for me, I like understanding meaningful and deep concepts, and I like to design things in a well and structured manner. So a passion can be designing very powerful visuals on hard and complex concepts. So now I have transformed my curiosities into passion, and now to transform passion into purpose, you need to involve others. Because as social beings, we need to help others. And it's scientifically proven that people that are in charity, for example, are way happier than people who are not. So here, to transform passion into purpose, how can you put others in the picture? How can you teach others what you can do? So if I take my example, it's going to be designing meaningful and hard concepts for other people. It's going to be educate people on that. And if you don't find any purpose for now, that's okay. I invite you to do the following trick, considering that fear is a very powerful psychological driver. So you're going to write down who you don't want to be, what person you don't want to be, what life you don't want. And that way, when you're going to have that clearly in mind, you're going to automatically act in the opposite way. Now, second component of motivation is grit, is how persistent you are in doing things over and over again, day after day. In our modern society, we tend to chase quick wins and quick pleasures through scrolling through social medias, eating bad foods, drinking, all of that stuff. And we don't understand that delayed gratification is the way to go. And this is very related to the compound effect, which states that when you want to achieve something, you're going to put in the work, and at the beginning, there's going to be no result at all. And then all of a sudden, you're going to start seeing results exponentially. In the book, The Psychology of Money, the author describes it really well. And if you're interested in psychology and what are the psychological mechanisms behind money and economics, I highly recommend you to read that book. Now let's talk about the third component of motivation, which is goals. You need to set goals to achieve your vision, your purpose. And there's a very popular framework for setting effective goals, which is called SMART. Every goal needs to be specific. You don't want to just lose weight. You want to lose 30 pounds in 4 months, for example. They need to be measurable. So you need to be able to track your evolution. Here's going to be with a scale. They need to be achievable. For example, you don't want to lose 70 pounds in 2 weeks. That's just not possible. They need to be relevant. So, for example, you want to gain confidence and you want to fit in your clothes again. So that's relevant for you. And they need to be time bound. You need to set up mini milestones, mini deadlines to achieve your goal. Because there is the Parkinson law that states that the more time we put to do an action, the more time it's going to take us to do this action. So you want to set tight deadlines to achieve your goal effectively. Now, second steps to build discipline is action. How do you execute on your vision? How do you act on a daily basis to reach your goals? The common trait to every successful people is that they take action on a daily basis. They don't just wait for things to happen, they take action. For example, you want to lose weight? Yeah, you need to eat healthy every day. You need to work out most of the days of the week. That's how it works. There's no secret. Now you're going to ask me, yes, Nicolas, I know I need to take action to achieve things, but I just can't. I just can't take action. And here I'm going to tell you, well, you need to review your habits because habits are very powerful to achieve things. And in the book Atomic Habits, James Clear states that success resides in systems, and systems are composed of habits. So you need to review your habits to achieve things. And basically we can break down a habit in 4 phases. There's the cue, which is the trigger. There's the craving, which is the emotion. Then there's the response, the action you take. Then there's the reward. What's the reward of the action you take? Now, let me walk you through an example to make it a little bit clear. Most of us are really addicted to our phones, and we all have our phones around. And that's very distracting because whenever it rings, we are out of focus. So let's say now you want to remove this bad habit of taking your phone all the time. So what is the cue here? The cue is you see your phone ringing on the table. The craving is you want to take your phone and know who texted you and what they said. There is the response, which is the action of you taking your phone on the table. And then there's the reward of you knowing the content of the text and who texted you, which releases dopamine in your brain. And you want to act on every step of the habit of taking your phone to remove it. So for the cue, it's going to be make it invisible. Put your phone far away in another room, for example. For the craving, make it unsatisfying. You can, for example, write a post-it which says you are getting further away from your objectives when you take your phone. Then there's the response. Make it harder to grab your phone. So add passwords, put airplane mode, whatever. And then there's the reward. Make it unsatisfying to grab your phone. Now, for a good habit you want to implement in your life, you're going to do the exact opposite. So for example, let's say you want to go to the gym more consistently. So the cue, you want to put your gym stuff visible when you wake up in the morning, for example. The craving, you're going to be like, okay, now I'm going to think about how well I'm going to feel after my session and how proud of myself I'm going to feel. For the response, you want to make it easy. So you have all your stuff ready, your bottle fill, everything ready to go. And for the reward, you can prepare a very good smoothie, for example, that you know you're going to enjoy after your workout. Now I'm going to give you a very effective yet simple technique to get things done and act instead of procrastinating, which is called the 3-2-1 technique. For example, you're in bed, your alarm goes off, but you want to snooze it. So you're going to start counting from 3 to 1, and you know that after 1 you need to take action. And the moment you're going to start counting 3, your mind is going to get ready to perform the action. That's very powerful. So now let's talk about the third bucket, which is accountability. Who can you rely on to get things done? So taking actions require taking responsibilities for things, and I can see too many people that are blaming external circumstances for what's happening in their lives, and that's wrong in my opinion. You need to take ownership of what's happening in your life. So the first thing is be accountable for yourself. Have a sense of integrity. Take ownership of your life and build what you want. And the second thing is try to leverage others to reach your goals. You can, for example, find an accountability partner, which you're going to have a call every week, for example, and you're going to update each other on what you've done and what you commit to do for the next week. And in that way, you owe success to someone else as well. And that could be very powerful to help you do things. In conclusion, to build discipline, there's 3 main steps. 1, find your motivation, find your why through drive, grit, and goals. Then take actions and leverage the power of habits to get things done. And then 3 is find accountability towards yourself and toward others to get things done. And I have a bonus for you here. I'm going to display the mind map of the full video, which is the structure, and then you can learn and remember very effectively discipline. Now you know exactly how to build discipline, and if you are interested in improving yourself through a better communication, I've done a video on the power of body language and how you can improve your communication through body language. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and comment what are your tips and tricks to build discipline, and if you have any questions related to that. I will leave you with this quote from Jim Rohn: discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. I hope it was useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.